All right, hello guys. You're welcome to our channel. This is the Akingbolas Unscripted YouTube channel, and this is a new YouTube channel, and this is our first video. What we'll be doing in this channel is that we'll be discussing on topics relating to relationships, marriage, and different other topics as regarding Christian or as related to Christian living and all. I hope this channel is going to bless you, and if you are just watching this video or watching our YouTube channel for the first time, what do you expect them to do?
Please subscribe.
Subscribe to the channel, give this video a thumbs up, and make sure you follow us on all our social media handles as we release them. Thank you very much. So without further ado, we're going into the video.
Alright, so welcome back. So on today's first episode on our channel,
Yes.
we'll be talking about privacy.
Privacy.
Yes,
Okay.
as it relates to life, to family, finance, education, just anything. Privacy. Okay, so I'll start by telling us, I know you know already,
Yeah.
just defining what privacy means. And checking through Merriam-Webster's dictionary, privacy can be defined as number one, the quality of or state of being apart from company or observation.
Okay.
It means a state of being secluded. You just want to separate yourself maybe from the crowd or from a group of people just to have your own time. Then another definition says freedom from unauthorized intrusion. So it means anybody can have, let me put it this way, everybody has a right to privacy. So you just need a time to yourself. You need to do certain things. Maybe you need to just focus on a task at a point in time.
Okay.
Or you want to meditate, or you want to just have a time for yourself without any intrusion, without any disturbance, without any interference.
Well, come to look at it like critically.
Okay.
Is it possible to have privacy in marriage? Like to have privacy in marriage? Okay.
Maybe if we look at it from the perspective of two persons becoming one.
Okay.
So it means that you're relating as
one person.
So two of you or the two individuals involved, they can just set themselves apart, maybe from family, even from their children, just to bond, to have time for themselves, or to just be with one another. So in that sense, we can say, in marriage you can have some privacy. And we also want to look at ourselves individually. We are separate, even though we are one, but we are still all individuals.
Yes.
So as individuals, there are times that you just want to, you want to just be, not really because you want to separate from your spouse. You just need time for yourself, because you also need to grow as a person. You need to, maybe introspect, just, or carry out some tasks. There are some tasks that maybe you don't need your spouse to interfere. You don't want your children to distract you. You want to focus. So there are times, or there are situations that were around each and one or either of the couple to set himself or herself aside to do certain things.
Okay.
So that's what I think.
All right. My perspective is that privacy is a very good concept in all facets of life. In business, that's why in business, for instance, you have the manager's office, right?
Yeah.
The manager is entitled to some information, so he needs to be private. He needs to have a place whereby he can carry out his own activity. So I think that's important. And same thing goes to other aspects of life. In relationship, there's an extent of privacy too that should come in. So for instance, you're dating a lady, and it's good to share everything, but there's still some extent of privacy that would allow for respect. The extent of privacy that would allow for you to value each other. You understand? So that extent of privacy could be helpful, but if it goes to the extreme, it can be dangerous as well. So that's my perspective.
Sorry to cut in. I think for personal growth, you just need some time to be alone on your own. if you want
to reflect.
Grow, yes, because as a person, even though you have become one, if you are married,
yes,
but you cannot now subsume yourself in a marriage and lose your personality.
Especially for instance, if you have a business idea,
yeah,
so and maybe your wife is doing another business, you know, there will be that time that you guys would not really be apart. Maybe apart is not the right word. Maybe like you just be on your own.
Separate yourself for a moment.
All right. So at least to carry out that that's just our perspective anyway. To carry out that particular mission or vision or purpose or task for that period of time. So, but it still boils down to agreement between the two people involved. So not because I want to be private, so I'll decide to tell my wife, okay, I'm going on a personal vacation for the next 2 weeks or 2 months without you coming with me. I think that privacy is
it's something else.
So
even the Bible says if you want to embark on a certain journey, let's say a journey of seclusion, or you want to do some spiritual activity, and you just need to be,
you need the consent of the other person.
You still need the consent of your spouse, because if you separate for too long,
you are going to be tempted.
Yes, you are giving room for intruders. So you are giving room for things that are not ought, and are not supposed to come in. To come in. Then also, I also like to add, even in our work with God, we also need to, at certain times, we need to separate time, set aside just to have that intimacy with God. Okay.
So I remember then when we were in SOH, when Pastor Greg Erabo used to, most time when he shares his story, it's always like in the morning, he tells us that in the morning he wakes up, it's a personal prayer time. So I think that place of prayer, private prayer, as different individual, then before we now come for morning devotion, I think is very important. So more or less, we're talking to ourselves, we're talking to you as well. So personal relationship with God, I think it goes beyond marriage relationship with God. It now walks into personal, your relationship with God, my relationship with God. So later on in the day, we can now come together and now talk to the God together. So even as a family. So privacy is important in marriage, in relationship, in everything, but there's a limit to whatever privacy you want to enjoy in everything you do. Okay? Do you have any other thing to say?
Okay, that will be all.
All right.
See you in our next.
So I hope you've been blessed by this video. All right, so we intend to make more videos like this. So if you really want to encourage us, this is just our first video. Kindly make sure you subscribe to this channel, right? Give this video a thumbs up, and make sure you like this video, and we expect to see you in our next videos. Encourage us. Let us hear your thoughts on privacy. What do you think about what we've said? What do you think about privacy in relationships, in different aspects of life? We'd like to hear your thoughts. Kindly share with us. All right?
Thank you.
We are the Akingbolas, and we would love to see you in the next video. Thank you.
Bye.